Well, it's time for Pot Wars. It's our third annual event where we pit two great gardeners against each other and hope no plants or humans are hurt in the process. Here's how it went back in 2024 when former host Amity needed the producer's help in deciding a winner.
I don't know what to do. Susie said Ciscoe this time. Well, I'm gonna go with Mary because I love the pink.
The pink.
I'm very.
I went with Mary, Susie. I'm sorry, Mary, for the second year in a row. I love the pink. It's so pretty. It's so subtle. Oh, Mary.
Oh, la la.
Congratulations. 2 years in a row.
Oh my goodness. So now vying for the coveted Golden Fence two-time Pot Wars winner, Mary Morris is here.
I'm going to whip the tweet out of her.
And betting all the Brussels sprouts in Seattle on a win, master gardener himself, Ciscoe Morris. Y'all, this is going to be so much fun. This is my first Pot Wars, so I'm feeling the pressure. Okay. Mary, you are a two-time winner, like we said. What's the strategy this year?
Well, I think that it's all about the foliage.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was speaking to me right away. I'm sorry, Ciscoe. It was.
This is hosta summon substance. And it's a common plant, but can't you see that as the centerpiece?
I really can.
And then look at all this with it. I mean,
gosh.
They all go together, unlike oranges and yellows and mauves.
Ciscoe, yes, tell us what's going on here. What's your strategy?
I've got explosions of color here and a beautiful centerpiece, even though it's wilting a little, but don't notice that.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay, let's get going. Talk to us, too, about the pot you started, too. What plants are you starting with?
Okay, I'm putting my centerpiece in first, a little bit to the back. I'm making it so the good part's towards the camera. So when you judge, I'll have to rotate it.
Fair enough, fair enough. I will say, looking at the video from last year, you guys, Ciscoe, I liked yours.
Uh-oh.
And I do just want to say that, but right now, this is speaking to me with this centerpiece. But you can redeem yourself, Ciscoe. So what do you have here? What are you doing?
So I've got a lot of color. These begonias, the Riger begonias, they just glow. Gerbera daisies, so I want lots of hot color. Ooh. But I soften it up. I cool it down with some of these beautiful plants with just a slightly cooler color. And
can you cram everything in, you guys?
Yeah.
Like, how does it?
And you know, one thing I do is I get little plants just in these 2-inch pots so that at the very end I can cram them in, and this will just kind of wander. This is a little fuchsia, an annual fuchsia. Plus, they're really inexpensive. You can just buy these and stick them in.
And then start cramming them in,
Never worry about price when you're making a pot.
And when you're going against each other and there's all this like competitive energy.
And one thing I did too this year, just to have a little extra
extra edge.
That's a house plant.
Oh, so you could do house plants, outside plants, all of it together?
Just as long as it's in the shade, it should be fine.
So what's your spiller?
Thank you for asking.
I have Bacopa. I have Livingston Daisy. Isn't that a cool little plant?
I must know, Ciscoe, are you guys stealing each other's plants in the middle of the night? Like, what is happening before a big competition like this?
It does happen now and then, I'll tell you what.
It does?
A little bit.
Were you able to see what she was up to and
we
change your plan?
At the nursery watching what each other was doing.
Well, I saw him cheating. He had help from the nursery staff.
I had everybody in the whole nursery help me design this.
Oh, that is so amazing. What do you guys think about, too, with, like, the different heights? Like, what should people at home be thinking about if they're trying to recreate what they see here?
I think you want the tall centerpiece, and then you want some medium ones, and then low. You kind of like it all different sizes.
Yeah, you don't want them all the same height. You always like a lot of change in there, different levels, and I think that's really key. So it's
and different, like some have flowers on it, others are more like foliage. Is that also important to think about
so
when putting
like
this together?
Sweet potato vine that I'm putting in there.
Oh,
this
interesting.
This will weep over the side, and and I like to vary the textures. So this begonia has really big leaves, and yet there's really fine leaves on this agostiki. Those kind of things just make it look way cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, more luxurious. What happens to if a plant isn't doing well in a pot? Can I rip it out? Can I put something else in?
Oh, yeah.
Really? And it doesn't ruin the whole thing if one is just not having a great time?
No, it's fine.
It can be a little challenging at times.
Like his droopy centerpiece. He'll probably have to replace that tomorrow.
Oh,
The minute this gets a drink of water, it'll be doo-doo.
The other thing to keep in mind is buying the right amount of plants. Mine fit perfect.
Always buy more than you need. That's
Hey,
the rule of the game.
Maybe I get one. Maybe he's trying to, butter me up before I decide too. What kind of
should have
soil?
a $5 bill sticking out right here,
Maybe a little more, Ciscoe. What about the soil, you guys? What do I need to know about the soil in a pot?
Just any good potting soil. That's
Okay.
what we use.
When the first time I went to my favorite nursery, I said, "What's the best potting soil you've got?" And I always use that.
Ooh.
So yeah, you want good stuff.
Definitely. And everyone at home has heard us talk about how you guys have different sides of the garden. This is true,
That's
right?
true.
So is there a line? What can you tell me? Is anyone going on each other's side to help, or is there truly a line drawn in the lawn or the garden?
Well, one time somebody gave me a giant banana plant.
Yeah.
I just didn't have room on my side, so I snuck it in hers. I was sure she'd never notice.
Do you ever offer him advice, though?
I do.
You do?
He doesn't want it.
I don't. Well, I don't listen. That's all. You can give me all the advice you want, but she doesn't listen to me.
I give him advice about all kinds of things. He never wants it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the final.
key, though.
Oh, the key.
So if you really want to have a great pot, you got to add some
A
garden
little
art in there.
pizzazz. Is that you?
That's me.
Oh my gosh.
So you
Ooh la
put
la.
something this good looking in your pot.
Oh wow.
That's putting me over the top. I can tell
Okay,
already.
This pot just went from mediocre to trashy.
Oh la la!
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to make a decision.
Okay, I gotta
Okay, I'm
rotate
looking
it.
inside. Okay, rotate. Beautiful, beautiful. Rotate. Oh. I really wanted to give it to Ciscoe because I'm obsessed with this. But I really, if I had to pick one and buy one, I would pick this. But is there any way that I could just move this here and then you both
Now
win?
this is over the top
This
for
is
sure.
good. I like it. Okay, so the winner is Mary for the third year. I'm so
God.
sorry. I wanted more than anything, Ciscoe, for you to win, but I'm sorry. I had to go with my gut there. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Congrats, Mary. And we know Ciscoe is a big fan of Dram products for the garden, especially a rain wand and fertilizer, right, Ciscoe?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. You want to keep that every 2 weeks. You want fertilizer with a good organic fertilizer, and this stuff is great. And
The big.
you got to have.
Ta-da.
This is a rain wand, and look at this. You can
with
pull
the
it out to
extender?
whatever length you want, and you could squirt your opponent too.
Here, he needs a little
He
squirt.
needs a little squirt too. So it's gentle rain like the shower. It's
oh
not
la
going to
la.
disturb the soil there or delicate plants. And it's perfect for the pots that these two just finished planting. It's lightweight, easy to use, and comes in lots of colors and lengths like we talked about. Another product Ciscoe raves about is the dramatic, I guess, fertilizer. The all-natural and easy-to-use liquid fertilizer helps plants
like this.
thrive throughout the growing season. To find out more about Dram products, just go to the website that you see right there on your screen, rainwand.com. Thanks for spending time with us today. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your New Day, and we'll see you next time.
I'm gonna win next time.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Dram.